Benefits of greenways. What is a greenway? The importance of greenways has been recognized over the years for their ability to connect people and places. There are bands of open space that can be found within linear corridors, which are either natural, such as rivers and streams, or man-made, such as abandoned railroad beds and utility corridors. In floodplain areas, greenways serve as buffers that protect natural habitats, improve water quality, and reduce flood impacts. A greenway often contains trails, which enhance existing recreational opportunities, provide routes for alternative transportation, and improve the overall quality of life. Who uses a greenway? Greenway trails can be paved or unpaved, and they can be made to accommodate a variety of trail users, including bicyclists, walkers, hikers, joggers, skaters, horseback riders, and those in wheelchairs. The benefits of greenways. In addition to providing a variety of benefits, trails and greenways contribute to a region's economic, environmental, and social stability in order to achieve the following goals: generating economic activity and creating value, pedestrian and bicycle transportation improvements, living an active lifestyle improves health, clear skies, clean rivers, and wildlife protection, flood damage prevention for people and property, promoting cultural awareness and community identity. The positive link between trails and their benefits has been clearly demonstrated by numerous studies. The degree to which a particular type of benefit is realized depends largely on the nature of the greenway and trail system being implemented, creating value and generating economic activity, both nationally and locally. There are many examples of the positive relationship between green space and property values. The closer a property is to green space and trails, the greater the value will be. A 2002 survey of recent home buyers by the National Association of Home Realtors and the National Association of Home Builders showed that trails were the second most important community amenity out of 18 choices. Additionally, the study found that trail availability ranked higher than 16 other options, including security, ball fields, golf courses, parks, and access to shopping or business centers. The Trust for Public Lands economic benefits of parks and open space, and the Rails to Trails Conservancy's economic benefits of trails and greenways illustrate how this value is realized in property value across the country. Trails and greenways increase real property values. In Apex, North Carolina, Shepherd's Vineyard added $5,000 to the price of 40 homes adjacent to a regional greenway, and those homes were still the first to sell. Front Royal, Virginia, a developer who donated a 50 feet wide, 7-mile-long easement along a popular trail sold all 50 parcels bordering the trail in only 4 months. Salem, Oregon, land adjacent to a greenbelt is worth about $1,200 per acre more than land 1,000 feet away. Oakland, California, land adjacent to a greenbelt is worth about $1,200 per acre more than land ion to surrounding property values. Seattle, Washington, homes bordering the 12-mile Burke-Gilman Trail sold for 6% more than other houses of comparable size. Brown County, land adjacent to a greenbelt is worth about $1,200 per acre more than land hand similar property not located next to the trail. Dayton, Ohio, land adjacent to a greenbelt is worth about $1,200 per acre more than land to the proximity of that open space. Trail tourism creates economic impacts. Tourism in our land adjacent to a greenbelt is worth about $1,200 per acre more than land eyes create opportunities in construction and maintenance. Recreation rentals, recreation services such as shuttle buses and guided tours, historic preservation, restaurants and lodging. The outer band adjacent to a greenbelt is worth about $1,200 per acre more than land OBS supported from the 40,800 visitors for whom bicycling was an important reason for choosing to vacation in the area. The annual return on bicycle facility development in the Outer Banks is approximately 9 times higher than the initial investment. In Damascus, Virginia, locals and non-locals alike spend about $2.5 million on recreation at the Virginia Creeper Trail, a 34-mile trail in southwestern Virginia. About $1.2 million of this amount is spent directly by non-local visitors in the Washington and Grayson County economies. Morgantown, West Virginia. The 45-mile Mon River Trail system is credited with revitalizing an entire district of the city with a reported $200 million in private investment. In Tallahassee, Florida. The Florida Department of Environmental Protection Office of Greenways and Trails estimates that the 16-mile St. Mark's Trail generates $2.2 million in economic benefits. Despite a $3.5 billion tourism industry in San Antonio, Riverwalk Park, built for just $425,000, has become the city's most popular attraction. Mayor Tom Murphy credits trail construction with a significant part of Pittsburgh's downtown revitalization. In Allegheny Passage, Pennsylvania, the trail's direct economic impact exceeded $14 million a year, leading to the development of several new businesses and an increase in property values. In the months following the opening of the Mineral Belt Trail, Leadville, Colorado, reported an increase of 19% in sales tax revenues. Dallas, Texas, the 20-mile Mineral Wells to Weatherford Trail attracts 300,000 visitors a year and generates $2 million in local revenue, improving bicycle and pedestrian transportation, even for short journeys. Residents and visitors are frequently forced to drive because of the sprawling nature of many land development patterns. Our average trip is within a 3-mile radius of home, and 2/3 of our trips are within 5 miles. According to surveys conducted by the Federal Highway Administration, Americans are willing to walk up to 2 miles to their destination and bicycle up to 5 miles to get there. It is anticipated that a complete trail network, as part of the local transportation network, will provide efficient transportation alternatives by connecting homes, workplaces, schools, parks, downtowns, and cultural destinations. The development of trail networks can provide alternative transportation links that are currently unavailable. The residents who live in subdivisions outside of downtown areas are able to walk or bike downtown for work, or simply for recreation. As well, by walking or riding a bicycle, urban residents are able to move through urban areas in a safe, efficient, and fun manner. There is no need for residents to worry about paying increasingly high gasoline prices or getting stuck in ever-increasing automobile traffic, as they are able to move freely along the trail corridors. Last but not least, once adjacent trail networks are all completed and combined, it may be possible to achieve regional connectivity through alternative transportation, improving health through active living. As a result, a region's trail network will contribute to the overall health of its residents by providing attractive, safe, accessible places for people to bike, walk, hike, jog, skate, and possibly to enjoy water-based trails. Trail networks offer better opportunities for active lifestyles as a result of the design of our communities, including towns, subdivisions, transportation systems, parks, trails, and other public recreational facilities. People are less able to reach the recommended 30 minutes of moderately intense physical activity. According to the Centers for Disease Control and Prevention, physical inactivity causes numerous physical and mental health problems, causes an estimated 200,000 deaths each year, and contributes to the obesity epidemic. CDC determined that by improving places in our communities to be physically active, we could increase the number of people exercising at least 3 times a week by 25%. For those who are inactive, even small increases in physical activity can have measurable health benefits. Additionally, people who become more physically active outdoors make connections with their neighbors, which contributes to their community's health. It appears that many public agencies are collaborating with foundations, universities, and private companies to launch a new kind of health campaign that focuses on improving people's options rather than changing their behavior. In the article Designing Heart-Healthy Communities in 2005, Newsweek magazine reveals the goals of such programs. The goals range from updating restaurant menus to restoring mass transit, but the most visible efforts focus on making the built environment more conducive to walking and cycling. It is clear that trails are linked to health and well-being. According to the Rails to Trails Conservancy, individuals must choose to exercise, but communities can make that choice easier. Clear skies, clean rivers, and protected wildlife. Greenways, trails, and open spaces provide a multitude of benefits for the environment that help protect the essential functions of natural ecosystems. In addition to providing opportunities for protecting species of plants and animals, greenways link fragmented habitats and protect fragmented habitats. The use of trails and greenways reduces air pollution by 2 significant ways. First, They provide enjoyable and safe alternatives to automobile travel, which reduces the burning of fossil fuels. Second, they protect large areas of plants that create oxygen and filter air pollutants like ozone, sulfur dioxide, carbon monoxide, and airborne particles of heavy metals. A greenway improves water quality by creating a natural buffer zone that protects streams, rivers, and lakes, preventing soil erosion and filtering pollution caused by agricultural runoff and road traffic. A trail sign can inform trail users about water quality issues specific to each watershed as an educational tool. The sign could also include tips on ways to improve the quality of water on the trail. Additionally, a greenway can serve as a hands-on environmental classroom, providing people of all ages with the opportunity to experience natural landscapes, thus increasing their environmental awareness. Protecting people and property from flood damage. Trail and greenway development often protects natural floodplains along rivers and streams while protecting open spaces. The Federal Emergency Management Agency estimates that floodplain ordinances prevent $1.1 billion in flood damages annually. Riverside communities are preventing flood damages and related costs by restoring floodplains to their natural state and protecting them as greenways. Enhancing cultural awareness and community identity. By preserving historic places and providing access to them, trails, greenways, and open spaces can serve as connections to local heritage. Their purpose is to attract greater public attention to historic and cultural locations and events by providing a sense of place. Often trails provide access to historic sites such as battlegrounds, bridges, buildings, and canals that are otherwise difficult to access or interpret. Every community and region has its own unique history, its own features, destinations, and landscapes. When these features are recognized, honored, and connected, the combined effects enhance cultural awareness and community identity, potentially attracting tourism. In addition, being aware of historical and cultural context when naming parks and trails and designing features will enhance the overall trail and park user experience. We often take our beautiful country for granted, and yet few of us really get a chance nowadays to see the beauty around us as we rush off to work or the store running errands, and yet seeing nothing as we fight traffic and look for parking. I have a few of these videos covering a way to enjoy life even more at little or no cost. So if you like this one, please give me a thumbs up or subscribe for future videos. Hope to see you on the trail. This has been Gary's Resolve.